Welcome to some One Piece action, and we got a new deck, new leader for y'all, Issho. This is a leader that it was like, I want to say one of the first really strong decks we made, but being a small channel and really trying to figure out and learn the game, there was a lot of hurdles to it, but we called it Issho Pop, and it was like, in our experience, it was like Sakazuki before Sakazuki. It was annoying, and it really just cleaned the board. Then fast forward, meta change, leaders got really strong, and we was always trying to build decks in general, and we never really came back to Issho. But it's a leader that I feel is very versatile, and I feel like Black has so many tools at this point. You could kind of make any Black leader playable, like legitly playable. Not saying number one in the game, but just legitly playable. So, yeah, Issho is one of the special ones with just that innate ability. You gotta love that bait. You gotta love that bait. They're like, yeah, sure, I'll just take the free block and then pow. This is a green deck, sir. You gotta understand green once your cards are rested. Anyway, so Issho with the built-in -1, and I think the community has a better understanding of the effectiveness of cost reduction, continuous slight cost reduction, right? So it's like the stage card once was never touched. Rob Lucci's like, hey, you know what? Now all of a sudden, no, I would say Sakazuki was teching stages first, right? And then Rob Lucci, and then now it's just like, yeah, having just access, consistently having access, seems like, okay. I was like, for a second, it seems like they were too afraid to start blocking, but they need to. They're a 2-life leader. So that's fun, right? So we get to set up this Sakazuki. So green Sakazuki, even though one can argue it might be more of a chore to use his ability, it keeps cards in our hand. We don't have to discard. So the black Sakazuki, you have to discard one card to pop a 5, while green Sakazuki, you just need 2 rested characters. Anyway, back on track. So just having consistent access to cost reduction is extremely effective. So Issho with just Don X access to cost reduction, I'm like, he should be a viable leader in this format. The only thing that other leaders might have over Issho is that they have a better kit for consistency. So you could look at Issho and then be like, okay, I don't have a way to really utilize the trash outside of, traditional Gecko Moria, Rebecca, and I don't have this or I don't have that. Ooh, we about to get our 10 drop on the board. You gotta love it. Was probably trying to figure out some math, because if we did cost reduction with the stage and our GARP, 6, 7, but that's an 8 and a 9, so close, so close. But now it's going to be a problem. We have access to essentially minus. Oh, that's one of the cards I want to show off so bad. It could KO 2 rested characters. Extremely Don efficient, extremely cost efficient. 2 Don KO 2, 3 cost, 3 cost or less characters. And obviously with cost reduction, especially Kuzan, we could just get rid of 2 8 drops. Like, it's insane. Here we go. We just start bottom decking. We just start cost reducing. We're going for Yamato because she is the strongest. And we can either use Kobe or we can use Akainu. If we're using Akainu, we just have to start attacking to get the most out of it. So we're going to go Kobe. So free. Keep in mind, with Issho's ability, we can always restand Kobe, and that puts our opponent in a position where they have to, and I do mean have to, figure out how to target Kobe while active. So the rest of our board is relatively safe. So if you have Nami, or if they have Luffy, they have to use it on Kobe. But that green Sakazuki, That green Sakazuki is pretty good. Look at that. Somewhat disgusting, right? Yeah, that green Sakazuki is pretty good. So we leaving our Kobe vulnerable. We probably initially was thinking about restanding it and just said, F it, let it go. If they attack with Big Mom, we got X Drake to just pop Big Mom. As I said in our older black, oh no. Well, what I was going to say is, in our older black videos, I think this is the meta for 10 drop Kuzan. It just gives you such an extreme advantage. Such an extreme advantage. They got it off the board because they had to, obviously. More of a threat than Kobe, I would say. But yeah, man. So hopefully we top deck another one. If we top deck another one, that would be gorgeous. We don't have Garp. But yeah, if we had top decked another one with Garp on the board, we could have just easily popped. Yeah, I would say let's get the Big Mom off the board. Attach, reduce. Did we need all that? Oh, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Oh, we're gonna go with Kobe instead. Huh. There's just a lot of things happening right now. But yeah, Issho is a very versatile leader in my opinion. We have made like several different types of Issho decks. Issho Pop was the strongest. It was more focused on KOing and using Kobe as our key card, just having continuous access to board removal. Because with all the cost reduction in the game, we got to focus on a bunch of cost reduction cards. As long as we get Kobe in our hand, every other card in our deck could just be cost reduction. Because free KOs, just boom. Well, at the cost of 1 Don, we're going for a KO. You play Hina, 3 drop 5k, lovely stats. -4, Kobe can pop a 6. Attach a Don to our leader, Kobe can now pop a 7. Still talking about the Hina combo. Anything you do, it's just boom. Kobe takes it off the board. Use 1 Don, restand Kobe, rinse and repeat. And then, of course, there's the 5-drop Garp. Even though he discards a card in your hand, it was just a backup because you can only have 4 Kobes. So we have Garp, same thing, and then we could restand Garp. We made like certain restanding decks. We made decks that utilize characters that had no KO type abilities, whether it is can't be KO'd in battle or can't be KO'd by effects. So we'll just restand them. Well, not the battle one, which was Virgo. He was the 2k counter. We'll just let him sit. But like if it was Smoker, we'll just restand Smoker and keep swinging with Smoker. And the thing is, Smoker can't be removed with effects. So it was always a guaranteed swinging character that we had. Just keep swinging and swinging and swinging. So it did its thing, but it was, I don't know, I can't put my finger on what caused the deck to not really flow. I think maybe it just wasn't enough resources in general. But now, like, one of the most wonderful additions to the Navy, Black Navy cards, in my humble opinion, is the 1-drop Sengoku. Because that's gonna help you find any piece you need, right? Chuck 2, draw 3. It's all for consistency. That's it, just consistency. So any decks that was having a tough time being consistent, just throw some Sengokus in there. So we definitely got this one convincingly. Wow. We swung with our 2k counter. That's kind of funny. Yeah, poor Vegapunk. It's like his whole gimmick is stally plus like developing board stall in a stally way. Attack life, oh I summon. Attack life, oh I summon. So with the ability to just keep removing his board so cleanly, yeah, it was just a tough match for Vegapunk. Well, we got 2 Kobes in our hand and we got an X-Drake. So it's looking relatively strong. And we can just set up a 4-drop Kuzan, and if it doesn't get removed, ooh, so much value. That's another thing. In theory, if we want, we can always keep our Kuzan standard. Just restand, swing, -4, restand it, swing, -4. But yeah, it was like, okay, let's get this Issho deck out there. There was so many formats that we just didn't get time as we was focusing on all these other leaders and stuff like that. So many formats where we just missed out on just showing off more Issho. So hopefully you guys are entertained by this and enjoy this and see something potential fun. But like I'm convinced in my heart that most black leaders should be playable. I think the black kit has pretty much everything they need as a in general, like in terms of staples, in terms of, you know, I really feel like they just got what they need. Do we have any extra situations? Because it's like we have an extra in our hand, we have Kobe, so we have board removing situations, but it looks like we can only do one. So for the most part, I guess we can swing into the Zoro, but Zoro's 6k, that's kind of strong. Hey, you know who would be strong? I think did we forget about Rob Lucci, or did we not play Rob Lucci because he's not Navy? Not 100% sure. Can't remember. But this is like, I want to say this is probably our alpha build. This is legitimately the first build that we're trying out just to get it out there. So I guess you can call that alpha, but it's more solid than an alpha build. I feel like an alpha build for us is a build that we're not even playing. It's just in concept mode. And then beta is the ones that we're actually playing. But yeah, right now, this turn, Rob Lucci would look so... Oh no, we don't got anything in our trash. Forget everything I was saying. I don't know what I was talking about. We don't have anything in our trash. Rob Lucci wouldn't do anything. So, matchup purposes, I do like putting pressure on purple Luffy, because it's like, hey, he has to draw life to ramp. So he's gonna chuck cards, he's gonna do anything to keep life cards up, because ramping is very valuable to him. So I feel like it's like an easy way to just get through the game when you're playing with playing against purple Luffy. I wish we had a 2k, but it is what it is. I get the reason to keep Kuzan. That was tough. If we had a 2k, things would have been more solid. Understandable target. They're like, we're not leaving the power of a -4 in your hands. And we're at 9 Don, so that's kind of lame. Yeah, we're at 9. That's kind of lame. And it's funny because we technically had the play where we could have played 10 drop if we had the Don, and then just use Garp and Stage to reduce Big Mom and then Kobe. We could have cleared their whole board. All right. Looks like we're just going to go for the Zoro, understandably so. Do we feel the need to develop another blocker, or do we keep our life open? They don't really need to protect life. I mean, what I mean is they don't need to protect life for ramping. There you go. So Luffy is now in a good position. It would be beneficial to protect life if they want to go for, let's say, a Kaido play right now. That would help a lot. Ooh, we just stacked the boards with Kobe's and Garps. That's kind of nuts. It's like symbolic right now. Kobe's and Garps. Kobe's and Garps. So Luffy has to understand that this is not a good position for him. It's not, because 2 Garps means -2. 2 Kobe's means 2 times the board removal. And we choose to take life, which I kind of agree with. I think that was a good play. Yeah, this is going to get cleaned up. I'm sorry. This is going to get cleaned up. Get rid of that. 5, 6, 7. Get rid of that. This is disgusting. Oh my God. Did you? Disgusting. Why are we not using stage? Stage is free. The reason why I don't like that is the stage, to my knowledge, the stage is free. You just activate it through -1. And then GARP is a cost. So you would have saved some food for GARP. You get what I'm saying? It would have just been more in the trash for GARP. But hey, it happened. We just literally cleaned up a 9-7-6 board. 9, 7, and 6. We just literally cleaned that whole thing up. This is crazy. Yep, and you have to, literally have to. Oh yeah, that does look like a Kaido play, does it not? Yeah, you have to attack Kobe. We probably could have blocked and then 2K countered, and we would have kept up a GARP. Hey, Luffy's in a position. He has to think. Oh, that is not Kaido. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm just so sorry. He doesn't have 2 rested characters, sadly. But hey. Yeah, we didn't even need the stage, right? 5, 6, 7. Search for brand new just to see if we can find something else. Yeah, I would think Sengoku's okay. We still got a blocker up. We could probably literally play the Sengoku now. Get rid of the Virgo, because Virgo KO's rested characters. I think we're in a relatively good position where we don't need the Virgo. And maybe the X-Drake. See if we can find some stronger characters to start swinging with. Tough decisions for Luffy because, yeah, we got 2 giant swings right now. Please don't swing with GARP. Please keep your GARP up. No crazy GARP shenanigans. Yeah, check those 2. Keep the 2K counters. It's safer that way. They're Navy, to my knowledge. That X-Drake's supposed to have Navy on it. Oh, we gotta check Black Navy cards. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's right. I forgot. Well, is that fine? Kinda. We ended up drawing a 2K counter. We got another search, and then we have another Kobe in hand. Which means if he wants to attack Kobe, we can kind of just let him attack the Kobe, and that would be a form of defense for us. We literally got to back up Kobe. But, oh man, food for thought. Remember that Sengoku chucks Black Navy cards. And of course, they did that to make sure certain Navy decks don't go crazy with it. I really feel like they're just so afraid of a Sakazuki return, because that deck was monstrous. That deck was very monstrous. Oh, we really chuck a 2K to protect it. Well, we still have a blocker to help protect life. That's about it. We still have a blocker to help protect life. I can't see, outside of a character with Rush, I can't see Luffy being able to win. This is really bad for him. He's in a really bad position. He could play that Sanji, which would rest our blocker. And then rest our blocker to try to go for game, but that's the only play I see. Or, there is Kaido who can pop the blocker and try to go for game, but I mean, all in all, we would be able to block the Luffy attack. But that was me thinking before he attacked with the leader. So he gains a life, but I would probably say either put the Kobe in our life or don't give us life. But I guess it would be bad to not put the Kobe in life, since it guarantees us board removal. It's just, it makes it harder for him to try to win. Now, this is the most deadliest combo play in the game. When you get to develop 2 10-drop Kuzans, anything the opponent plays will be 0, which means every card that you have is free to use. Nobody wants to be in a position like that, and it looks like we're about to put our opponent in that position. I feel bad for them. They felt like they were safe, but they was never safe this whole time. Let me think. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so even we could either play the Kobe again and just do the cost reduction for the Lin Lin. Yeah, this was a sad story. I'm so sorry, Purple Luffy. So far, I ain't gonna lie. So that Vegapunk had a bad experience. That Luffy had a bad experience. The deck is so far showcasing really well, but that's black decks, man. That's black decks. That's what I said. What I said earlier. I really feel like this is the meta. This is the format for black decks. They just so cheap right now. They have access to just be so cheap. Sadly, we lose a 10-drop Kuzan. It is what it is. Once again, I'm thinking every black deck should play a bunch of 10-drop Kuzans. They really think this is the format for 10-drop Kuzan. But yeah, very strong showing so far. And this is what makes people not have fun with the game. This is what makes people not. You can't convince me that Luffy player was not upset, because that's not fun. You literally play a character just to lose it. Play a character just to lose it. Play a character just to lose it. And when he had 3 characters developed on the board with relatively high cost, he lost all 3 of them in one play. That's no fun. But yes, if you guys have fun doing that to people, then here you go. Here for the most part, here's a build. Now there is some things that we are looking to tweak, and off rip I need to check the ratio. I mean, obviously it's more dominantly black cards than green cards, but I'm about to check the ratio with the green cards because I don't want to have no whiff with the Sengoku play. Not whiff, you can't whiff, right? You have to unless you do it by accident, then it's a whiff, right? I don't know. My point is, I don't want to have a position where you play Sengoku and now you're stuck and it's like, oh no, I gotta trash the wrong cards. So, but I'm also thinking about putting Virgo. I believe we have it at 3 in this build. I'm thinking about playing it at 2 because it does help in a Doflamingo matchup, and it does help against Blackbeard. So it's kind of funny. We might get to see Virgo get showcased in the Blackbeard matchup. Now Blackbeard is also a black deck, which means it can quickly take Virgo off the board. So we might get to see Virgo shine, and we might not see Virgo shine. Because the reason is for Blackbeard, and see right now, so for Blackbeard and his characters to work, his characters need to be rested. He doesn't have like these on play effects. Oh, we're going to protect. Interesting. So we're deciding to chuck Virgo. I can't be mad at it if you decide to. Okay, cool. So where am I? Yes. So you see, all the characters' abilities are activate mains, yada yada. Rest this character. Not all of them are rest characters, but you get the point. So right now, if we had a Virgo on the board, Virgo would be able to just pop one of these characters with his ability. But you know, once again, it is a black deck. That is a black deck, so they don't have to leave our Virgo on the board. So that's the other factor here. But against Doflamingo, Virgo is definitely going to be a solid card against Doflamingo, because all we got to do is give 1 Dawn to our leader, 1 Dawn to Virgo, so a 2 Dawn play, and then Virgo can potentially take 2 cards off the board. 1 guaranteed with ability, another one through battle. That's another benefit to oh no. Another benefit to Issho is just Issho no KO. That's what we called it. We called it Issho no KO. Obviously, like, you get to have Borsalino be a very offensive card. It's just like attack, restand, and then his ability protects him, and then his 1K pump makes it easier for you to just like use him as a blocker again. So we're trying to keep Brando on the board. I see why, because the constant like weak characters being activated, Brando is our resource to just, you know, keep getting them off the board. Okay, cool. I respect it. Now, sadly, we don't have a 10-drop. Maybe we develop the stage so that way, I mean, if we feel like we don't need the stage, we can use Sengoku right now and chuck cards. We got 3 life. We might need to take a hit to life, but they've really been wanting to take brand new off the board, which is kind of funny. They really want to take brand new off the board. But like I said, Blackbeard has a lot of these characters getting rested. So we're developing Sakazuki for the sake of developing a body. Interesting. But Blackbeard is in a very bad position, so this is completely understandable. And then this is usually the time Blackbeard turns on their shenanigans. So they I don't know, let's see if he chooses to discard a card or not. Yes, he does. Oh no, he did it for stage. Now he did it for the ability. Free block because, oh, they just quit. Well, I hope y'all like this. It's extremely strong showing out of the gate. I ain't gonna lie to you. Gee. Thanks for watching.